What's going on, guys? It's Lark here. We are going to be looking at ARK today. I've had a lot of subscribers ask me to check this one out, so here you go, guys. So we're going to be looking at what ARK is, what it does, and of course, as always, what's the price point on it? Should we think about getting invested in this coin or not? So, quick shout out to everyone who is hitting that like button, who is subscribing to the channel down below, guys. I really appreciate all that support. So you keep supporting me, keep subscribing to the channel, sharing it around. I'll keep making awesome videos for you guys. So, what is ARK? Well, it's an interesting project, actually. And I've really quite enjoyed doing the research for this. So, thanks for, pushing me over on this one, guys. So basically, ARK is looking to create its own ecosystem. Now, we've seen a few other projects that, kind of have a bit of similarity to this, but let's just look and see what it is that ARK does. And we'll, try and just determine it on its own value. How's ARK going to do? So, ARK tokens, they're fast. They're 8-second block times. They're cheap to send to. It's only 0.1 ARK to send a transaction, which is nice. They also have a very low inflation rate, which we'll talk a bit more about, when we look at the price point a bit later. Decentralized. No surprises there. Bridging. This is an interesting part of it. Really what ARK wants to do, one of their main goals, and they're doing a few other things too, one of their big things they want to do is actually to make an interconnected ecosystem, a web of blockchains, if you will. Some of the key areas where they're focusing is in creating that web between Lisk, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Man, Lisk's been exploding recently, by the way, guys. You seen that? Oh my god. I just did a video about it the other day, and I wish I'd bought more. Always wish I'd bought more. Oh, money. Why can't I buy more? Anyway, very exciting coin. And I don't know, I think ARK's got a lot of potential too, so definitely one to keep an eye on here. Definitely want to keep an eye on. So, ARK, of course, great team. Got it just here. Now this guy, Francois Xavier Thorens, he was a Lisk developer. So you can see that influence, I guess, coming through a little bit here. So they do have, some pretty professional people on board. But, hey, not everyone's got a good team. Some coins really don't have any teams. I've reviewed such a few such coins, and some coins teams just, are really kind of non-existent. That being said, they got a pretty good team over here. So they're looking at doing quite a few different things. They're looking at doing a physical card system. So ARK at some point may actually be rolling out their own, crypto debit card. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Obviously, bridged blockchains, as we mentioned. Of course, the token here will be stakeable. And I think there's 51, if I remember, it was like 51 nodes, and they get, they forge the coins, so to speak, and that, moves the inflation forward, moving forward. Hypermedia Protocol platform. So this is quite interesting. Future of media and hosting. So, hosting giant amounts of data, basically, and letting, using it for video and all these different things. So that's quite interesting. Interplanetary scale blockchain database. We're going to Mars. We're going to Mars. No, of course, that's not what they're talking about there. But they are looking at creating something sort of like Dropbox. Something sort of like Dropbox. So, you will see a bit of that, data storage and stuff like that happening as well. Optional privacy. Optional privacy. That's always nice. I know for a lot of us in the crypto space, the fact that it's called the crypto space does encourage the idea of a bit of privacy, and not all the coins are like that. In fact, some coins are actually like anti-privacy. Some coins are super private, like PivX and Monero. So, you can choose if you want to be private with ARK. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So, our aim is to bridge virtual with reality. Really, these guys want to bring it to the people, basically. And so that I like. I like the ARK project. I like the roadmap too. You guys should come over here and have a look at this. They got a lot of different interesting things going on. And the one thing that I really notice in their roadmap, two different roadmaps we're going to look at here, but one is that they've got a lot of projects that, are kind of in the works, right? A lot of things they're working on, right? They're still working on the mobile wallets. They're still working on their desktop wallet redesign, right? Smart Bridge partnerships, barely touched it, right? They're just in the development phase of that. Look at a few more here. Push button deployable blockchains. That was something that they do want to get going. The push button blockchain, just pop, boom, blockchain. There you go. That's a great asset for them to be able to be rolling out. So that's really cool. Their interplanetary file system, you know, that Dropbox style thing. Only 40% in development at this stage. Website redesign. I'll take that. They got a pretty good website though. Pretty good website especially compared to some that I reviewed. So, but yeah, better website's always better. And of course, you see some projects that haven't really taken off at all. Now we've got another roadmap here, right here, but another roadmap here in the white paper, which is quite telling as well. So they have, you know, completed a lot of the things. Of course, the token exchange, the mainnet launch, right? And so what we have coming up next is the bridge blockchain support. So that is still to be rolled out. And partnerships, integrations, and ecosystem development coming at the start of next year. So in case you've, you know, haven't been following here, what we're seeing, guys, is that ARK has a lot of potential still. Now they're doing some stuff, but they haven't really done a lot of stuff yet. There's so many things they want to do. And yeah, that can be kind of a worry. Maybe they're trying to do too much. Maybe they're not focused enough. Maybe they're being too ambitious. That's a possible downside here. Maybe they won't be able to do any of these things well. Maybe they'll try and do too much and not do any of it well. That's possible. That is definitely possible. But they definitely have a lot of vision. They definitely want to do a lot of stuff. You know, they do want to really get out there and do a bit of everything, I suppose, which is my only kind of worry, is that maybe they're trying to do too much. But I hope not. I hope that they're able to actually bring all this stuff out. If they can do all the stuff they want to do, well, this is a great project to invest in then, because they haven't even got going yet, guys. Let's talk money. Let's look at the price, guys. So ARK down at 46. We have seen really big growth on it to this week. Well, you know, I guess in crypto space, 78% is not always that much. But, you know, looking at Monaco down there, went up 300% this week. But nevertheless, ARK's seen a lot of interest in the past week. It's sitting at number 46, $150 million market cap at the moment. 97 million in supply. That's a fairly low supply, actually. Looking at some of the coins that have billions, of course, and considering like Ethereum has about the same amount of coins in circulating supply. Pardon me. So thinking about that, actually, that makes you kind of realize, well, there's a lot of potential for growth here if they do the things they want to do. We're going to see this be a lot more than $1.54 per token. You know, I could definitely see this being $1 billion market cap, and probably much, much more if they do all the things they want to do. If they do a card, if they do a Dropbox style solutions and the bridges between blockchains and all this stuff they're offering, their idea is very, very valuable. So definitely an undervalued coin at the moment. Now, obviously, everybody wishes they had bought it here last week when it was 25 cents. I hope you did. Did you guys buy it at 25 cents? I sure as heck didn't. You know, I wasn't even looking at ARK back then. Although I think somebody at that point had recommended ARK. Like, hey, Lark, you should check out ARK, you know. ARK, look at Lark. Unfortunately, I got all these great coins over here you guys recommended to me, and just, you know, sometimes I can't get to them fast enough. You know, I really can't. You guys recommend them to me, and, you know, I get recommended 5 coins in a day, and I just got to, you know, choose one and go with it. And sometimes, you know, miss the boat a little bit. Oh man, it's all down here like 16 cents. Yeah, if you had bought ARK at like 16 cents, man, you'd just be laughing all the way to the bank. You could sell it today and make a massive profit, of course, but, you know, sorry, back here, not 16 cents. I didn't look at the Bitcoin price, but, you know, 50 cents or something, it'd still be great. So I think this is definitely one of those ones. It'd be like, you know, getting in on Lisk or something early, you know, and actually getting involved in that. And hey, Lisk has gone up a lot in price as well, but, you know, I definitely do see that price potential here for this to really go up quite a bit, you know, but I think it's a good one. I think it's a good one, this one. Now, if you do want to go pick yourselves up some ARK, Bittrex is basically the #1 place to get it. You can find it other places, but it is not really being traded very much over there. So 99% of the volume is happening on Bittrex. So hop over there, buy some up if you guys are after some ARK. Like I said, it's probably a pretty good time to get in, though. I would really not be surprised to see a below dollar ARK again. Probably not even in the not so distant future. So don't feel rushed to run over there and jump into it now as well. You guys know what to do with your money. I'm always usually pretty damn confident about that. So do watch out for a lower price point on this one, guys. So I don't see this one jumping off straight away because they haven't really got too much going yet. Closer to the end of the year, start of next year, I think we'll start seeing a lot more price action on ARK. So do watch for the dips with this one. I think that'd be something good to think about. As always, guys, go do your own research. Check it out. If you think ARK's something you want to get invested in, go and check it out and see what you think about yourselves. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about ARK? Is ARK a good project? Have you invested in ARK? Did you get someone that was 50 cents? Right? What do you guys think is going to go on with ARK? Do you think they're going to be able to compete? Or were they a bit too late to the game? Now, this is one more little thing to keep in mind. They only raised about $1 million on their ICO, which, in today's terms, this only happened a few months ago. In today's terms, $1 million seems like nothing. A lot of ICOs go for $100 million, $200 million, something like this. So $1 million wasn't very much for their ICO, so they didn't see that kind of massive level of enthusiasm at their ICO. But they've definitely got a lot of good projects on. I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to carry them out or not. Hey, personally, I'm not going to be investing into ARK. I've got a lot of other projects, things that I want to fill up in my portfolio. I definitely want to be getting, some more Lisk and some more Neo and things added in. Just not any room in my portfolio for ARK. But I don't dislike it. I think they do have that potential. But, this is going to be a waiter on this one. If you do want to get involved with ARK, it's not going to explode overnight. So do keep that in mind, guys. Anyway, really keen to hear what you guys think about this one. So that's all from the Crypto Lark, guys. Long live the blockchain. Long live the bridge of the blockchain. And peace out till next time.